everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading is all about what changes are coming for you. You probably can sense some changes happening. That's probably why you're here, and you're wanting to know what is that going to look like. So the three cards I have for you here, they represent the three different groups I have. These cards were pulled from your reading. I'm doing this intro after your readings. So they all came from different spots in the reading, different meanings, different locations, but they do have a significance to your reading. So I feel like you'll see the card and it will speak to you, help you know what reading you are meant to listen to. And I want you to hear the one you're meant to listen to. So group 1, your card is the Tower. Group 2, your card is the Lovers. And group 3, the card is the Fool. All right, well, pick your card, pick your group. You can go down into the description box, click on the timestamp, and it'll take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group 1. All right, we're gonna get right into it. I've already shuffled and pulled your cards. I have not looked at them yet, so we're gonna learn all this together. Just thought I'd save a little time from shuffling because I'm using several different decks today. So we're going to take a look at what changes are coming up for you. Let's see. We have the Six of Swords at the heart of your reading. Seven of Swords crossing. At the base of your reading is the Three of Wands. Recent past, we have Nine of Swords. Crowning your reading, we have the Four of Pentacles. Coming up in the near future, King of Swords. Your energy is the Ace of Pentacles. The people or the environment around you is Strength. The advice from Spirit, Ten of Swords. And the outcome, Three of Cups. All right. I'm going to save some cards for the end, but I want to pull a couple of, I have a couple of oracle cards here for you. So let's take a look at those so we get a full picture. All right. I have Mending, card number 52, and Time for a Nap, card number 24. All right. And then I have Perspective, Gaining Clarity, See Other Side, Consideration, Impression versus Fact, Take Responsibility for Your Life. Respond versus React, Express from a Loving Place, Old Trigger Trauma, Yields Drama, New Beneficial Thought Patterns. And Crisis, Restructuring Life, Blessing Within, Clearing Space, Brings Solution, See Deepest Needs and Emotions. All right, yeah, we got a lot going on here. All right, give me just 1 second. I'm going to take all this in and I'll give you some initial messages and let you know what's going on here for you. All right, for sure, this change for you is a chance for you to start over in some area of your life. And you've been wanting this for a long time. It's like one of those afraid of change, but want change, desperate for change, but scared to death of change sort of situations. But change is coming, and it's coming soon. And you're ready. You're ready. So at the base of your reading, at the heart of your reading, is the Six of Swords. You are moving on to something better, to a situation that is better, that is more in line with who you are and what you're meant to be and who you're meant to be. And it's taking you where you need to go. That's what I'm hearing. Now, what is challenging this transition for you is the Seven of Swords. There's a part of you that doesn't want to leave someone else high and dry. You feel a bit like you're sneaking out in the middle of the night, like you are abandoning someone. So this may be a work situation, and you may feel like, you're not sure how they're going to get on without you, and you probably do a lot and you handle a lot, and it feels a little bit like you are running away. This could be a relationship, a love relationship or a friendship that you are moving on from. But the struggle for you is that you need to make this change. You need to close this door and move on. But part of you feels a little bit like a fraud in doing it, or a little bit like someone who doesn't care. And you do care. You care a lot. And I can see that here with your past energy, the Nine of Swords. You have thought about this and thought about this and thought about this and worried about it, stressed over it. But it's time now. And you're making your plans. The Three of Wands says that you are just about ready. You're really just, now it's just about timing, waiting for that perfect moment to jump, to go. Because you are ready. You're ready for change. You're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for a fresh start. Now, crowning your reading is the Four of Pentacles. Like I said, part of you is still wanting to hang on, is wanting to not let go. And I think it's important that you look at why. Why is that? Whether it's a job or a relationship or, just a situation that is time for a transition, that you need to move on from, and yet you feel guilty for doing exactly that. Maybe you're afraid of who you're leaving behind, that if this involves a move or a big change, with a job, for instance, maybe there's people that you fear you won't see again. But there is this energy of knowing you have to go and not really wanting to let go. So it's a bit of an internal struggle for you, for sure. But in the near future, you have the King of Swords. You're going to start seeing things much more clearly and logically. And without that sense of guilt that you're feeling now. And we're going to clarify some of these cards and go a little deeper, but just so you can see what I'm seeing and hearing right off the bat. So your energy is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a fresh start. You're excited about this. You're ready. You're very, very ready. The people around you are much more understanding than you think. They see that this is a big change for you. They recognize that. And, Spirit is telling me they're pointing at this, what looks to me like a tornado in the background. And it's almost like she's creating it. They recognize that this change is important for you, that this change is necessary for you. but also they recognize that you did this, like, for yourself. Not in a bad way. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, there's this feeling of being kind of impressed that you were able to take this on, whatever the situation is for you. And manifest this new beginning for yourself. Now, the advice from Spirit, 10 of Swords. Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying. Let it go, because a new dawn is coming. Let it end. Stop reaching. I'm going to show you what this guy looks like. You know, he's got all the swords in him, like this card typically does, but you can see him reaching for his broom. And, you know, there's somebody else who's like running away, and it's like he wants to get on that broom and chase after them. And Spirit is saying, let them go. Let them go. And then the outcome, you have 3 of Cups. It's celebration. It's happiness. It's camaraderie. It's new friends and new reasons to feel abundant and full and whole. And they're showing me this card. They're showing me these 2 cards together. Interesting. How they're both showing like a tornado. You are restructuring your life. You are blowing away the debris like a tornado does. Getting rid of all the loose bits, the unstable parts of your life, the parts that are not secure. And letting this tornado just get rid of them. And I know that sounds harsh. It's not harsh like that. But, you know, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, you know, like a shack that has been like rotting in the backyard. And a tornado comes through, whoop, knocks it down, blows everything away. Now you've got a fresh slate and you start over. It's time to clear away the debris, because you're ready to go. Even if part of you is not feeling quite ready to go. And we're going to get to some of these other cards in a second, but I want to clarify some of these and get a little more information for you. Well, let's start with your 6 of Swords. You know, at the heart of your reading, you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere new, in some sense. But Spirit, can you give us a little more information? Can you tell us more about this change, this move? We have Knight of Cups reversed. Someone made you really, really unhappy. Someone hurt you. That's what it comes down to. Man or woman, doesn't matter. Someone hurt you. And what I'm hearing is you held on too long. Now, this could still be a job situation. There could be a boss or a coworker or someone who didn't appreciate you, didn't see your worth. Whether it's that or it's a relationship or a friendship, the feeling is kind of the same on your end. Meaning, it doesn't matter whether it was a boss or a boyfriend. They left you feeling small. They left you feeling unworthy. They left you feeling like you weren't good enough, or that they thought you weren't good enough. Look at the Three of Swords, or the Three of Wands, I'm sorry, at the base of your reading. You know you're getting ready to go somewhere. You know you're getting ready to move on and make this change. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Three of Cups reversed. You're just tired of being unhappy. You're tired of being unhappy. What I'm hearing is antagonized. Antagonized. So it's interesting that you have the Three of Cups reversed down here at the base of your reading, but then your outcome is the Three of Cups upright. You're moving in the right direction. If there was any doubt in you, you are moving in the right direction. Trust that. All right, Spirit, what can you tell us about the Four of Pentacles? This is crowning your reading. This is you holding on a little tightly to something you know you're ready to let go of. Death reversed. You're just avoiding the change. You know this is a big change. I know this is a big change. I mean, you've got 2 tornadoes in your reading. If that's not enough, just right there, to tell you that this is a big change. Interesting. They were just pointing this out to me. It's almost like this guy in the Three of Wands is also creating his own tornado. They're saying the transition begins with you inside. It's your inner self. There's some inner fears that you aren't facing. Like part of you is like, I got this, I'm ready for change, go, go, go. Until the quiet moments hit, or until a friend or a coworker or someone says something to you that reminds you how hard it's going to be to leave. And then those fears creep in. And you need to listen to those fears. Not to be afraid, but to face them. It's like a dragon. It's a big old fear. But it's not real. And what is real still needs to be faced. Look at your fear straight in the eye. If your fear is, there's some people I may never see again. Look that fear straight in the face and go, okay, am I okay with that? Am I not okay with that? Is there something I can do about that and still make this change that's good for me? Moving on from a place does not mean that you have to move on from all the people in that place. That's a choice. So talk to yourself. Don't ignore those fears. Talk to yourself. Face them. Write it out. Do what you gotta do. All right. Spirit, what can you tell us about this King of Swords? This is your near future energy. Eight of Cups. Yeah. I mean, the day is coming where you will have faced your fears, you will have let go, and everything is just going to feel clear as day, and you're going to move on. And it doesn't mean that everything back here was horrible, because obviously there were some good things there, but not good enough. Not good enough. Not what you deserve, and you know that. So you're on your search for your 9th cup, your 10th cup, and they're coming. You're doing the right thing. I strongly believe that. Okay. What else can you tell us, Spirit? All right. We're going to clarify this Strength card. This is the energy, the people around you. What more can you tell us about this Strength card? the Tower. Goes well with that tornado. The people around you, or the person around you, they're saying people, so, but it may be one person you're leaving if it's a love relationship, but at the same time, you know that affects others as well. Number one, if they don't know about it yet, they sense it already. If they do know about it, or even if they just sense it, they also recognize it's time. And what I'm hearing is they're not judging you for it. They're not judging you. They don't think it's the wrong thing to do either. They think you're making the right decision. They're acknowledging that this is hard and that it might not be something they could do themselves. But they're seeing you do it and recognizing how strong you are to be able to pull this off, to be able to just go and start over. I mean, that's pretty impressive for, the people around us don't always understand when we have to make big changes in our lives. A lot of times we get pushed back. But one of your fears may be that the people around me aren't going to understand, and what they're saying is, no, they will understand, they do understand, and part of them is going to think that you're actually pretty amazing for doing it, for going off on your own and making your own way without them. All right, what else? All right, what more can you tell us about the advice? Right now the advice is the Ten of Swords. Let it end. Woo, woo. What more can you tell us, Spirit? Sun card reversed. They're reminding you, okay, it comes back to the same energy of facing your fears. They're reminding you that not every day on this journey is a sunny one, is a positive one, is an easy one. But that's not the point of this change. The point of this change is growth and experience and a new life for yourself. And sometimes there are roadblocks. Sometimes there are not roadblocks. Speed bumps, things that trip you, that don't feel good. But they help you learn. But they're saying, no matter what, don't look back. And stay optimistic, because this Sun card, whether it's upright or reversed, is still the Sun card. It's this brilliant new beginning. It's facing the light and being unafraid, like a child, to go after what you want. All right, what else can you tell us about the Three of Cups? This is your outcome card. I hate to even pull a card on this because it seems like the perfect outcome, but I want to make sure I'm giving you a full picture. So what else can you tell us about this Three of Cups? Page of Wands reversed. You're saying it's not going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it. trust yourself. Celebrate yourself. They're saying this is good. Believe us, this is good. Sorry, they're giving me a message. Sorry for the silence, but I'm trying to hear. They're saying I don't see that in the Page of Wands, but they're saying this is a sign that things are becoming more stable for you. Oh, okay. All right. They're saying a lot of times the Page of Wands is a card of movement, going, running, doing something new. But this is your outcome placement. And they're saying the time for running will come to a close. The time for big changes will come to a close. And you'll settle in and stop looking for the next big change to happen. And it's going to feel so rewarding to you and so different. You know, I get this sense that you're the type of person that needs change. You know, maybe you reinvent yourself every so many years, or you change jobs, or you pick up and move. Like you're always looking for something. But they're saying you're going to get to this place and you're going to stop looking because you're going to be happy for the first time for real in a really long time. And it's going to be such a blessing. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Anything else there, Spirit? They want to give you one more card. I'm glad I stopped and got that whole message, because that opened my eyes for sure. That gave me a new perspective on your journey. Knight of Wands. They're saying you're not going to lose your fiery spirit. You're still going to be vivacious and energetic and full of life, like the Wands suit is. But you're not going to want to keep running. That said, there's still going to be a lot of movement where you are. Meaning what? Travel. Meeting new people. Going new places. There's still going to be lots of excitement and changes. But it all comes, it all is bringing more stability into your life. In a good way. It's interesting. Is there anything more you want to say about that, Spirit? Okay. They're saying the Knight of Wands, if you look at this card in particular, is looking backwards but traveling forward. And they're saying what you think you're leaving behind right now, you're not. You have a choice, and the people in your life have a choice. And you're going to find that there are parts of your life that continue on, you know, almost as if nothing had changed. You know, friendships or relationships. You're still going to be moving forward with your life, but you're not going to be completely disconnecting to the good parts, the solid parts of your old life. I mean, these tornadoes are getting rid of the parts that are not solid. But what stays in your life is what is meant to stay in your life. Okay. All right, let's talk about some of these other cards here. We talked about this crisis card. It really is not about the crisis. It's about the tornado. It's about restructuring your life, clearing the space, getting rid of the debris. And perspective. So some of these fears that you're having, doubts that you're having, questions that are in your head, they're just wanting you to take a step back and just really address those fears. Put them into perspective. And it will give you some clarity for sure. And then respond versus react. There's not going to be, what I'm hearing is there's not going to be the drama that you might be thinking is going to come with this change. They're saying there's not going to be this drama. But say that again? But it will trigger a new way of communicating with people. Maybe in the past, people hurt you or made you feel small, made you feel insignificant, and you didn't say anything. Or maybe you said the wrong things. Something about this change is going to change your thought patterns and your communication patterns to where you are responding versus reacting. And it's one of the lessons that you were meant to learn. This is something, like, all of this is happening for lots of reasons in your life. This is one of them. Learning how to speak your truth, but do it in a way that is considerate and kind, but also honest, and saying out loud what you don't like and what you need. And in doing that, you're going to find that relationships in the future are much more stable. And relationships from the past begin to mend. With this mending card, they're actually showing me, you can see these girls they're stitching like a banner or something. But what they're showing me in my mind's eye is like a line of friends holding hands. Just holding hands. This whole transition for you is about so much more than you moving on. In a lot of ways, and don't take this the wrong way, but in a lot of ways it's about growing up. It's about learning how to stand up for yourself and to do it in a way that helps you be heard and understood, rather than in a way that causes people to push back. It's going to change the way you relate to others, and it's going to mend relationships that have been, maybe a little iffy, along the way. And then we have time for a nap. They're just saying, take it easy while you can right now. Don't stress, don't worry. Don't waste your energy on things that don't matter. Rest, because there is a lot coming for you in a good way. And they just showed me, I don't think I've ever noticed it before, but so we have this, I think it's a fox sleeping on the moon. But then way up here, if you just see, I don't know if you can, there's just this face looking down from the heavens. And they're saying, that's us. We got you. We're watching you. We're not going to let anything happen to you. Rest. All right, I have one more card for you. Thought I was going to save more for the end, but it didn't happen. So I have a fortune cookie card for you. So let's see what it is. Wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. 1000%. Focusing on the past is to lose the future. Hanging on too tightly will cause you to lose the future. Let go. Let go and trust that the people and the situations and the groups maybe that you want in your life that are good for you and that you know are good for you, or like the part of you that's like, man, I know I gotta move away from this person or situation, but I'm really gonna miss that person because they were good for me, or that company, or that whatever. Spirit is saying those people are not going anywhere. And you may just find that some of those relationships actually blossom and get better over time, especially since you are becoming a more stable person. But don't let these fears hold you back from your future, because your future is doggone bright. So big changes. I would say your change is the hurricane or tornado. Wow. So good for you, Group 1. And I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to hear what's going on with you, where you're going, and how it's going. So drop me a line in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check it and respond back. All right. Thanks, Group 1. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 2. All right, we're going to get right into it and take a look at what changes are coming for you. So let's get started with tarot. The heart of your reading, we have the star, and that is being crossed by the moon. Interesting. The base of your reading is the Chariot. Recent past is Judgment. Crowning your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. And in the near future is the Knight of Cups. Your energy is the Five of Swords. The people or the environment around you is the Knight of Wands. The advice from Spirit is Ten of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, I've got some other cards here for you. But I just want to point out, in case it slipped by you, the first 5 cards over here are all major arcana. You have the Star, the Moon, the Chariot, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, all major arcana. So this change for you is a big one. All right, let's see what else we have. Card number 17, the Fates. It is most definitely something very fated here. And card 44, the Thinker. We have paradigm shift, new experiences integrating now, materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, change. Love where you are, appreciate current circumstances, ask yourself why you want what you want, see the beauty in it all. And negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences, and be gracious. All right. And I do have another card for you at the end, but I'll save that to the end. And of course, I'll clarify some of these. But give me just a second. I want to take these in and get some initial messages for you, and I'll tell you what's going on here. Okay. All right. They want me to start with the Star card. And it's a good place to start. This is at the heart of your reading. And they're saying you are finally... sorry, can you say that again? It's already slipped me. You're finally finding your value and your purpose in life. And they're saying it's not what you think. They're saying, I hate to even say this, they're saying it's not what you've been dreaming of. It is so much more. So it's not that it's not what you've been dreaming of, but they're saying no, but it's not. It's so much more than that you can't even fathom. So right off the bat, they're saying don't limit yourself or your dreams. Because you're meant for so much more. That's just a side message for you. So you're finding out your purpose, you're finding your value, you're finding out your worth. You're really rediscovering that right now. But the challenge to that is the Moon card, in that you're not necessarily seeing everything clearly. You're not necessarily seeing everything as it really is. There are some illusions that are kind of hovering over you. They're saying like an umbrella. It's shielding you from the sun so that you don't get burnt. But the sun is coming. So put on your sunscreen. That's a very cryptic message, but that's what they gave me. So take that for what it is. We'll talk more about that after. All right, at the base of your reading, we have the Chariot card. And this particular Chariot card, we can see there's an arrow pointing this way and an arrow that's pointing that way. And they're saying at the heart of this reading, at the base of your reading, is a choice. You're having to decide what direction to go. And again, they're saying it's not what you think. Oh, they're saying it's not what you think. Let us lead the way. We know where we're going. So there you go. All right. In the recent past, we have the Judgment card. They're saying recently you got a wake-up call about something. And it sort of rattled you. It shook you. It changed the way you see things. It changed the way you see yourself. In good ways and bad. But most importantly, what it did is it sent you on your way. It got you moving. And that's why it happened. So don't regret it. Crowning your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is about to change. Your luck is about to change. Your life is about to change. Your love life is about to change. Your money is about to change. They're saying your physical location is about to change. Everything is about to change. And they're saying it's for the better. Even the parts that feel hard. Okay. So, in the near future, we have the Knight of Cups. What are you saying about this, Spirit? They're saying there's love coming, but it's love of yourself. You're learning to love yourself again. Not to say that there isn't romantic love coming, but they're wanting to point out that this has been a long time coming, a long road for you, a long journey of relearning to love yourself, or maybe learning to love yourself for the first time. And it's going to feel really, really good. And it's going to take you places that you never thought possible. Your energy right now is the Five of Swords. You're in a place right now where you want to win at all costs in some aspect. And that's not always a negative thing. Spirit is saying sometimes it's very necessary to want to win so badly that you're willing to risk it all. You're willing to risk your comfort zone. You're willing to rattle the people around you. Not that you're stabbing them in the back or taking anything from them, but you're shaking them up. You're doing what you instinctually feel like you have to do in order to win. And we're going to talk more about that. We'll pull some more cards on that. The energy of the people around you is the Knight of Wands. They're saying there's somebody, say that again. They're saying there's somebody around you who's not good for you, who stirs up the dragon in you. If you notice the dragon in the picture. It's someone who stirs up this fight or flight emotion in you, makes you want to fight, takes you off of your peaceful plane in really unnecessary ways. Anyway, there's somebody around you that's maybe a little bit toxic to you. May not be a toxic person, but toxic to you. The advice from Spirit is the Ten of Pentacles. They're saying stay where you are while you can and enjoy what you have and who you have while you can. Things are going to change soon enough. And they're pointing out this card as well, the love where you are. So maybe you're contemplating a move of some kind. Change of job, change of home. And they're saying all of that is coming. These changes are coming. But for the time being, love where you are, appreciate where you are. If you have family nearby, love your family, be with your family, be with your friends, be with the people who support you and appreciate you. Those are the riches in your life right now that you need most. What you need most right now is not money. And money is coming. But you're going to find out money is not the most important thing. Or maybe you already know that. And then the outcome card is the Nine of Pentacles. And they're wanting me to compare these. They're both beautiful cards. They both represent wonderful energy, but they're different. What they're saying here with appreciate your family, your friends, where you are, your home, appreciate it while you're there, because the day is coming when you will have lovely things. You will be in a wonderful place, but you will not have those people around you quite so much. Maybe you'll be too busy. Maybe you will be moving. Maybe you'll be around other people. And it's nothing, this is beautiful energy. It's a wonderful outcome card. It's a very independent, self-sufficient, abundant energy. But it's also very different from this Ten of Pentacles. And they're just saying appreciate what you have right now. And then as things change and Spirit leads you where you are supposed to go, go. And you'll be able to do it without any regrets. All right, we're going to pull some clarifying cards here. All right, what can you tell Spirit about this star card? It's a big one to start a reading off with. They just said in my head, yes, here we go. Yes, here we go. Like, get ready. All right. It always sounds different in my head when I say it out loud. Eight of Pentacles. This change for you involves something you've been working on for a long time. A craft, a skill, something that you've been honing, that you've been getting better and better at. That people are starting to recognize you for. But more importantly, that you are starting to recognize you for. Because this starts as an inside job of loving yourself and appreciating yourself and knowing your worth and your value. And not being afraid to let that shine. Okay. All right, what can you tell us about this Chariot card? Anything you want to tell us about this choice that Group 2 is going to have to make? The Lover's card. It's a commitment, they said. You're making a commitment. Now, this may be to a person, could be to a job, could be to a new city, you know, a new lifestyle. You're committing to a new lifestyle, a new way of life, a new way of living, they're saying. They want me to say it exactly the way they want me to say it, sorry. A new way of living. You're making a commitment. And your spirit guides are guiding you. You may feel confused. You may be wondering, is this the right way to go? Is this the right decision? You know, what decision should I make? They're saying, don't worry about that. We are taking you there. Okay. They're pointing out the little cat that's in the sidecar. They're saying, you're the cat in the sidecar. We're driving. So let your spirit guides drive you. Don't worry. You know that this change for you is a commitment, is going to be a commitment. You're committing to yourself, you know, this skill, it could be a job, a craft, a skill that you've been working on for a long time. They're saying you are going to be more committed to it than ever. And it's going to change your life. And we are going to help you get there. All right. What can you tell us about the Judgment card? This is in your recent past. It's a bit of a wake-up call that got you moving. What else do you want to tell us about that, Spirit? Ten of Swords reversed. It's something that felt like an ending, but wasn't quite. And I'll give you an example from my own life, and maybe it will trigger something in yours. So when Mercury was in retrograde recently, you know, I've been looking for keeping my options open for a job, a different job outside of this. And I was forwarding an email to myself about an interview I had coming up. And Mercury retrograde, just reminding you that. I accidentally, rather than sent that email to myself, you know, to kind of put it up at the top of my inbox, I accidentally sent it to my boss and everyone I work with. The minute I realized it and realized there was nothing I could do about it, it was done and gone, I called my boss, told her what I did, and asked her if she wanted my resignation. She said no. So that's what I mean when I say it's something that shook you up, got you moving, felt like an ending, but wasn't. But that fear of that ending, like getting that close to an ending, made you want this change even more. Made you realize that you are ready. When before you may not have been 100% sure. Okay. Interesting. All right, what can you tell us about the Wheel of Fortune? I also want to point out another major arcana. Another. This is a big deal. This is a very fated, big deal change for you. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Sphere, what else can you tell us about the Wheel of Fortune? Crowning this reading for group 2. Seven of Swords. You're saying you're taking what's yours. You're taking what belongs, what is meant for you, and moving on. And leaving behind everything else. So if you notice in this card, this person has 5 swords in their hands, and they're leaving 2 behind. You're saying you're leaving some things behind, some thought processes, some skills, a certain set of skills that, maybe you've just outgrown. You don't need to be doing that particular thing anymore, or associate with that particular person anymore. I told you, you've got somebody toxic around you. You're leaving something behind, but you're taking everything else with you. So don't be afraid of moving on, because you have everything you need. And what you're leaving behind, you don't need. Okay, what else did you want to say about that, Spirit? Okay. They're saying there may be somebody in your life, maybe the same person, who also may have betrayed you in some way, sabotaged you, held you back, kept you from being your best self in some way. They may have triggered you. They may have just kind of squashed you in some way. And they're saying, they're wanting me to put the Wheel of Fortune card on top to signify that things are changing and you're leaving that behind. And you're going to get now what you deserve. Because you weren't getting what you deserved before. You were getting what they thought you deserved. But you weren't getting what you really deserved. They didn't see your worth. And in some ways, you didn't quite see your worth either. But you're seeing it now. And they're saying pretty soon the universe is going to see it. I don't know what that means, but they're saying you'll see. Okay. So anything else about that, Spirit? Oh, they want to pull another card on that. So, alrighty. Pull another card on the Wheel of Fortune, please. Three of Pentacles. What are you saying about that? Okay, they're saying you're done being grumbly. You know that's a word. This card, to me, I never read it quite the same as other Three of Pentacles, only because this woman just seems absolutely miserable. And the Three of Pentacles is a card of working together, of, teamwork, collaboration. But she just seems miserable. And they're saying, you're not going to be grumbly anymore. You're not going to... can we put that in another... You're saying you're not going to be grumpy and kind of miserable. in this area of your life, in work. I feel like this is work of some kind. They're saying you're letting that go along with those old swords. You're letting that. So somebody did something to you. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody sabotaged you. Intentionally or not, they still did it. And that's on them. But also, you were a little bit negative and pessimistic and grumpy also. And they're wanting me to look, yeah. Negativity. Some of this was your doing as well. And you're starting to see that. You're starting to see where your mindset triggered certain things as well. Maybe triggered certain things in the other person, or just triggered such situations in your life that were unpleasant. You're starting to see where your own mindset brought some of that on yourself. But it's in that acknowledging and accepting your part of it that is helping this Wheel of Fortune turn. Because that's what it's all about, is learning. Learning, what things we do that could be improved on. And as long as you're learning and growing and accepting, your part in things, your life will continue to move forward. If you refuse to accept your part in things, if you hang on to negativity, if you hang on to blame, that's when you get stalled. And that's sort of when, the universe kind of plunks you down and says, all right, we'll wait till you're ready. Keep learning that lesson. But they're saying you're done learning that lesson. You got the memo and you're ready to move on. So that's great. All right, what can you tell us about the Knight of Cups in the near future, Spirit? They're just saying loving yourself, loving other people. The World reversed. They're saying, as you start to love yourself and to really appreciate and love other people and be curious about other people and want to know other people, like really open yourself to other people, it will bring certain situations in your life to a close. But the reason why this World card is in reverse is because it's more about the open-endedness of that. Meaning things are not ending, they're blossoming. It's like just as say that again. You're saying it's kind of like when a door is about to slam shut and you catch it. And you're like, phew. It's like that feeling. And kind of, it almost looks like well, at least it did when the cup was like he was pushing a door, anyway, like pushing a door open. Y'all are getting inside my head a little. But yeah, it's like you're catching something and opening it back up and giving it a chance to blossom. In you. They're saying it's not the situation. Like the situation is ending. That's not what that is. You're catching a situation within yourself and opening that door up again. Giving yourself another chance to be better, to do better. Interesting. If they want to give you another card here in the near future, what else did you want to tell us, Spirit? Four of Wands. Yeah, you're going to open yourself up to love, to loving yourself, to being that person that I think got a little bit lost with this, whoever this person was, this situation, this toxic energy around you. Again, it doesn't have to mean they're a toxic person. They may come across as someone who's very nice. But something about the way they treat you feels a little underhanded, feels a little disrespectful. But something about that was causing you to not be your best self. And all of that is changing. You're learning to open your heart again, trust people again, love people again, love yourself again. And it's going to bring you so much happiness and stability and joy and people in your life. You know, for some of you, it will bring a love relationship. For some, it will bring friends. For some, it will just bring this sense of fulfillment in your life. Like you're in the right place at the right time. Okay. All right. Let's look a little deeper at this Knight of Wands energy. What else do we need to know about this? We have Strength reversed. This person made you feel in some ways like you weren't good enough, but it came from their own insecurities. They're saying they didn't know how to tame you. What they didn't realize is they were what caused these, I'm going to say eruptions. You may not have had eruptions, but I'm feeling like you and this other person like had words, maybe had some tension between you. You maybe even fought sometimes. They're saying they caused it, and then wondered like, oh, how do I get them to not be like that? Not realizing that they were the ones that caused it in the first place. They're saying, like, in one sense, they made you that way and then blamed you for the way you were. But, and it's a big but, they're also saying you are also responsible for your own attitude and reaction. Granted, they pushed your buttons. They triggered you. They were supposed to, in the big picture. Like, none of this is an accident. They were supposed to. So that you would finally get to the point where you would see it and go, oh, I don't want to be that person anymore. And it doesn't just mean running away so you're not around this person who's doing it to you, because you'll just find another person who will push your buttons and cause you to look at yourself in the mirror. And that's what this person did, caused you to look at yourself in the mirror and see your own wounds and your own triggers, aside from what they did. But it's fair to say you've done the work. You've seen yourself through their eyes, and you're ready to make that change. All right, tell us more about this outcome card. What else can you tell us about the Nine of Pentacles? Queen of Wands reversed. They're saying you're going to calm down. You're going to find yourself coming from a very different energy. Not to say that you will no longer be like in charge or powerful or, empowered. But they're saying you won't need to be. And that's the difference. You won't need to be in control, need to be in charge, need to be the one who, whatever. You will be when it's appropriate, and you won't be when it's not appropriate. But you'll be coming from a place of love and compassion versus fire and passion. All right, anything else there, Spirit? All right, then I'm going to give you one more. Eight of Wands reversed. Things are going to slow down once you get there for a bit. And then what? Oh, then they're saying, then we'll see. They're reminding me to come back here to this star energy and being crossed by the moon. And then this Chariot and the Lovers at the base of your reading. They're saying there are big changes on the way that are too big for this reading. Probably not what you want to hear right now, but they're saying this reading is showing you what changes you have made and where those changes are leading you in the near to immediate future. And the most important message they wanted you to get from this was appreciate where you are. Things are going to slow down for you in a nice way, though. And then they said there's going to come a day when, bam, all hell breaks loose and stuff is going to go crazy and change in a big way, in a good big way for you. Not to you, for you, with you. So, the big change right now is in you and in your environment. But know that there are bigger changes on the horizon that you are being prepared for. And that's why you have this Fates card. And I notice how many stars are all over her. It's possible maybe there's something that you are doing or working on that will put you in the spotlight, that will help you be, maybe a name that people know or a face that people know. But Spirit's saying it's not about that. They're saying it's about the message of purpose. And it's a big purpose. It's a fated purpose. It is not about fame or money or recognition or reward. It's about doing what you came here to do in a big way. And then we have the Thinker card. They're wanting you to take your time. They're saying two things. One, don't overthink all of this. And they're pointing down here to the Chariot card. Don't overthink the decisions, the choices, the directions. They're saying you are no longer in control of this bus. We're driving the bus. You can get out if you want to. You can decide you don't want to participate. That's the free will of life. But if you let us drive the bus and you just hang on and go with us, we will make sure that the ride is as interesting as the destination. Wow. That's a good message. So don't overthink it. But also take time to imagine, dream, consider, what it is that you love most about your life. I don't know exactly what that means, but those are the words that they gave me. So take that and think about it. So we talked about some of these cards already. Negativity, I think you're already facing that. Love where you are. It's big advice for you right now. And then paradigm shift. You are going through a major growth cycle, a major expansion, internally, externally. Do everything you can to keep your slate clean. In other words, stay in that positive vibration. Don't gossip. Don't talk badly about other people. Even if they never find out about it. Even if you feel like it's not hurting anybody. You're putting energy out there that finds its way back to you. They're saying keep your slate clean. Always act as if the people that you are spouting off about or whatever are right in front of you. Not in an angry way, just sitting there in front of you. So whether it's road rage or, if you're in the car screaming at the guy in front of you, I do that all the time. I need to be better about that. And even the little things, and sometimes even most importantly, the little things. Keep your energy clean. Keep your slate clean. The cleaner your energy, the easier it is for them to get through to you and to help bring these changes that are 100% fated to come your way, but they aren't fated to come your way tomorrow or any specific day. They're fated to come your way when you are ready. And they're saying, we want you to be ready. Sooner rather than late. But there's no rushing it. All you can do is keep your slate clean and then let things unfold. All right, I have one more card left. This is your fortune cookie card. Let's see what it says. Oh boy, difficult times, difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. Emotional upheaval. This is what they're reminding me here. Keep your slate clean. Don't let. It's impossible. I can't say don't ever let anybody trigger you or make you angry but be conscious of it. Be conscious of your energy, even if you think it's not hurting anyone. Even if you think no one knows. Even if you're just in your living room by yourself and you're screaming and yelling about your boss or your neighbor or, the dog that won't stop barking or whatever it is. Stop yourself and ask yourself, is this the best expression of my energy? And is this helping me? Is this helping me? Or is this just making me feel better in the moment? And you will be tested. A lot. But the sooner you are able to manage that within yourself, the quicker you move along. So, all right, there you go. That's all I've got for you. I think maybe your reading was kind of long, so sorry about that. But man, you got that many major arcana in the beginning of your reading. You have to know it's a big one. So, big things coming for you. I'd love to know what you think it is. Although they said several times it's not what you think, but I still would like to know what you think it is. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate your watching and liking and commenting, and I will see you next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, we're going to jump right into it and take a look at what changes are coming for you. I'm going to start with your tarot cards. All right, the heart of your reading is the Hermit, and that's being crossed by the 5 of Swords. The base of your reading is the Knight of Wands. Recent past is the King of Swords. Crowning your reading is the 10 of Wands. The near future is the 10 of Cups. Your energy is the Hierophant. The people and the environment around you is the 8 of Pentacles. The advice from Spirit is the Emperor. I actually saw that card pop out as I was shuffling your cards, so that must be an important one. And your outcome card is the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, I've got a couple other cards for you here. Let's see. We've got Loyal Heart, card number 35. And Treasure Island, card number 9. And I have Magic of Pretending. Visualize ideal situation, be detailed, play the part, see as manifested, speak it into existence, be certain. Gratitude. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. And enjoy the journey. The fun is in getting there. Acknowledge your progress, travel, mental vacation, and be spontaneous. And I do have one more card that I'm going to save till the end. And of course, I'll clarify these, the tarot. But give me just a minute. I want to take these in and then get some initial messages for you and talk about what's going on here. Okay. And what is that? Bear with me, y'all. I'm getting a message. Okay. All right. So for starters, they're telling me 2 things. One is your heart space is opening up. And we'll talk more about that. That sounds very woo-woo, I know. But the other one is a little bit more practical and tangible, and that is about travel. There's a lot of travel messages here. But it's going to start with you opening your heart space. So let's talk about the cards. At the heart of your reading, you have the Hermit card, and it's being crossed by the 5 of Swords. What they're saying is you've gotten awfully comfortable being alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you've gained a lot from being, from spending time alone, going within quiet time, meditating, just doing your own thing, whatever it is. That wasn't an accident, and this time that you've spent alone has been good for you. But you're finding yourself now getting irritated more and more by other people. and it's a sign that you've gotten too comfortable being alone. Because now you just want everything to be quiet. Don't bother me, don't come around me, don't interrupt me, don't make any noise, that sort of thing. And so the benefits of being alone are starting to wane. And Spirit is saying that's not a bad thing. It's just showing you that it's time. It's time for you to get back out into the world and reconnect. with others. So when we look at your recent past card, we have the King of Swords. This is a very logical, clear-headed energy. It's also a very solitary energy. A lot of books. A lot of time reading, writing, thinking. And there is absolutely, again, nothing wrong with that. But when we jump into your near future, you can see just how different it is. You are in a space now where you're going from being alone and being very, having a lot of mental energy to really like full on 10 of Cups, being with others, being happy, like enjoying life, opening your heart space, which is the first thing they said to me. Opening your heart to others and enjoying their company again. You're no longer going to be the hermit. It's not your space anymore. It's not where you're meant to be. Now, it was where you were meant to be. Now you're meant to open up to something new. So at the base of your reading is the Knight of Wands. You are, you're kind of itching for change, which may be what drew you to this reading in the first place. You're itching for a new adventure. You may even be someone who travels solo with this hermit energy, or maybe you just haven't been traveling at all, which may very well be the case lately. But you're sort of itching for some change and for some new adventures. Crowning your reading, we have the Ten of Wands. This has been a long journey for you, a long road of working on yourself, working on your life. You may have been working on your own, physical health, getting healthier, working hard at your job, just working hard at getting your life where you want it to be. It's been a tough journey, a tough road. And they're saying you've done it like almost entirely on your own. There may have been other people around here and there, but you did this work. It was like you and your spirit guides. You may have had one other person. They're saying, for some of you, there may have been one person, like a mentor or someone that you confided in, but very limited help from others. And in fact, really, it might have been very limited in even interaction with others. So your energy is the Hierophant. You've been learning a lot. You've committed to your own growth and your own up-leveling. And you have been learning some big, big life lessons. The energy around you is just others who are busy doing what they do. And we'll learn more about that as we get some clarity, get some more cards out. But the people around you are busy doing what they do. The advice from Spirit is the Emperor card. It's time to take charge. It's time to decide what you want and go after it. They're saying you've learned the lessons, you've taken the time, you've done the work. Now it's time to go, to tackle and conquer. Okay, and they're also pointing out, they're pointing out this scroll on the ground. They're calling it a map. I don't know what it is. Maybe some of y'all know what those symbols are. Maybe they're the stars, the constellations. I don't know. I should know. I don't know. So if you know, tell me. But they're calling it a map. And so I'm guessing that has something to do with the travel theme that they're also telling me about. So your outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. Which is also a very solitary energy, but it's a very different solitary energy than the Hermit. The Hermit is, the word they're giving me is threadbare. Like you're not indulging in anything. You're learning. You're finding your way. The Nine of Pentacles is you appreciating and loving life and having everything you need and more, which is beautiful energy. All right, let's pull some clarifying cards and get a little more information. Where do we want to start, Spirit? Okay, we're going to start with the Knight of Wands. Let's find out what kind of adventure you're itching to go on, or what's this? Tell us more about what this energy is, this Knight of Wands at the base of your reading. Three of Swords reversed. You've done the work. You know, we said that before. You've had some healing that you've been going through. Some wounds that have been triggered and have reopened and healed, and triggered and reopened and healed. They're saying it's something that happened, but you've done the work of facing your wounds and giving them the space to heal. And now you're ready. You feel ready to move on. Okay. Tell us more about this Ten of Wands crowning your reading. What else can you tell us about the Ten of Wands? Death reversed. There was another group that had that same card in that same position right there. You've been working really, really hard to bring about transformation and change in your life. And it hasn't been, you may have been doing a lot of work externally. Like I said, could be, working on your physical health, working really hard at your job, working on your home. But the biggest challenge for you, and where the most benefits have come, has been working on your inner self. And that's where this transformation is really happening. So there may be things manifesting in your outer world, but they're manifesting because you have changed your inner world. And the Death card is all about transformation. It's the Scorpio card. But in reverse, in your situation, it's an inner transformation more than anything else. All right, what can you tell us about the Ten of Cups? This is what's coming in your near future. Big change of pace, big change of environment, atmosphere, attitude, everything. Happiness level, up the Richter scale. Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be loving. Interesting that we have it in the near future and as your outcome. That tells me that this entire reading is happening fast. You've done the work. the changes that are happening for you are not just imminent, they're almost immediate and long lasting. So, personal happiness, the ability to appreciate your life, the abundance to be able to luxuriate in your life. What I'm hearing is you are going to have physical abundance, money, some, things, whatever you value. But you're also going to have an abundance of love and happiness and emotional fulfillment and people who fill your cup. You're still going to have time to yourself, which I do feel you enjoy and need. But you won't need it as much as you did before. And you're going to find more and more, you're going to be finding people who get you and want to be around you, and vice versa. And so being alone will be a treat instead of a way of life. All right, anything else there? All right, what else can you tell us about Group 3's energy? We have the Hierophant here. What else can you tell us? We have 6 of Pentacles reversed. We're saying right now, things are a little out of balance. You're giving more than you're getting from others. But that is not going to be the case much longer. People are going to start seeing you for who you are. And they're going to want to do for you what you've been doing for others. May not be for them. These may be new people. It's like when you really love and appreciate someone, you just want to make them happy. You want to give your heart to them. You want to help them. You want to be there for them. And you've done that a lot for other people. And you've probably gotten burned a lot by that as well, which is why you've needed that solitary time. But this is going to change. You're going to find people who love and appreciate you so much that they want to give to you. They want to give you love. They want to give you time. They want to help you. So that imbalance that you're feeling is changing. And it comes down to how you've changed, how you've transformed. This new person that you've become is going to attract a new type of person into your life. All right, what can you tell us about the 8 of Pentacles? Some busy people around you. Two of Pentacles. It's interesting. The people in your life, hold on one second. Yeah, okay. The people in your life are busy right now. They're busy working, they're busy juggling, home, family, school, work. They're busy. What else can you tell us about them? The Sun reversed. They just don't have a lot of time for you. But they will. That's what Spirit is saying. They will. They're the wrong people. The people around you right now are the wrong people. Some of them anyway. And that's why you have been finding that they're, too busy to travel with you, too busy to go out to dinner with you, or for coffee, or to come over and watch a movie, or whatever it is. It's not that they're all too busy. It's that they're the wrong people. The right people will always find time for you. And you will always find time for the right people. You're just not around the right people yet. And that's okay, because they're coming. Okay, Spirit was just saying there is a time right now. I know we talked a lot about how solitary you probably are. They're saying there's time right now when you're not alone, but it's not pleasant. And that does show up here with the Five of Swords over the Hermit. Right now you don't always enjoy being around other people. But it's because their love and attention is not really on you. They're too busy with their lives. And that doesn't make them bad people. It just makes them busy people. And it makes them maybe not your people. And that's so okay. There's nothing wrong with these people. Spirit just wants you to know that there are people coming that are going to change the way you feel about hanging around with others. Big change in your hermit status is coming. All right. What else can you tell us about the Emperor? This is your advice card. Take charge, but what else? The Fool. Interesting. They want you to take charge. They want you to start manifesting what you really want in your life. Start taking some chances. What was that? Saying something like leaping for the stars, or... Anyway, the Fool card is very much about taking a leap, right? Taking a leap of faith. Taking a chance out of pure optimism and hope. That's their advice card for you. To take chances, but take charge. It's time to stop letting life happen to you. And it's time for you to start happening to your life. And making it matter. And making it yours. All right. Before we get to the outcome, they want me to talk a little bit about these cards here. And what they were saying is making it magic. I said making it matter, which I think they also said. Saying yes. But they said also making it magic. Make your life magic. Start visualizing what you want. Speak it into existence. Act as if you already have whatever it is that you're imagining. I'm seeing a lot of travel here. So if right now you just really want to travel the world, you want to go on adventures, start speaking that into existence. Don't say you can't. Don't say no one will go with me. Don't say I don't have the money. Say, I'm making plans for my next adventure. This is where I'm going. And be grateful for the abundance you do have. Be grateful for the people that you know are coming into your life. Be grateful for the people who are in your life. Or grateful for the time to yourself. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way. And then enjoy the journey. They're saying, yes, this is a message about travel. Travel is important to you and will be important to you. It's good for you. But so is, this message is also about being spontaneous, enjoying the journey, just like the title says. So yes, it's looking out into the future and saying, I'm bringing this into my life, but also appreciating what's in your life right now. And that goes right in line with the gratitude card as well. All right, what else can you tell us about this 9 of Pentacles outcome card? The Hermit reversed. Interesting. When I was shuffling earlier, that card popped up reversed. So, you start out with the Hermit upright. You end up with the Hermit reversed. You still have the 9 of Pentacles in both of these positions. So, you're not giving up your freedom or your independence. You're just gaining companionship. You're gaining friendships. You're gaining connection that you didn't have before. And they're showing me this card, this Loyal Heart card. You don't have to lose yourself to appreciate being with someone else. You know, you've got 2 owls on this card, and they're both solitary individual owls who can do their own thing. They have their own crowns. They have their own wings to fly. But when they come together, their bodies form a heart. And Spirit is just saying, you're not giving up anything. You're still going to have your freedom and your independence and your abundance. But you're going to enjoy it so much more because when you want to share it with someone, you'll be able to. And you have this Treasure Island card. There's so much abundance here. Like an overwhelming amount of gifts in the form of the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. So many gifts that you don't need to worry about money. You don't need to worry about finances, is what they're saying. The finances will take care of themselves. The money will take care of itself. You're either are fine or will be fine, because there are gifts all around you just waiting for you to own it, manifest it. They're saying money is not your issue. Even if you think it is, it isn't. Money's not the problem. In fact, there isn't a problem. Like, this is such a tight little reading with so many like interconnected and repeating messages that it's like you have to already be in the middle of this, or will be very soon. You're going to have the money you need. You're going to have everything you need. The only thing that I feel is possibly missing from your life right now is connection and companionship. And that is imminent. It's right there too. They're coming hand in hand, Loyal Heart and Treasure Island. What I'm hearing is abundance in one is bringing an abundance in the other, in a good way. Not, oh, this person has a lot of money, let's go be their friend. It's not that at all. It's a time when you've done the work and now you get to reap the rewards in every way that's important. And money is not the only important thing. they want to give you another outcome card. So let's pull another one. And we have 7 of Wands. What I heard when I put that card down is you're going to be beating them back with a stick, but kind of tongue-in-cheek. In other words, you're going from, I like to visually show, you're going from this solitary, very alone energy to here's you, king of the hill, just everybody clamoring to be at your side, and you're at the top of the heap. It's a good energy. It's a good energy. Sometimes that card can be kind of combative, but it's not. It feels like I can't believe this is happening to me in a good way. Like, I can't believe how much my life has changed in such a short amount of time. And I can't believe how good it is. Like, that's what I'm being filled with right now. So if you're not there yet, just know it is coming, and it's happening fast. And like, it's happening soon in a big way. In a way that you will recognize as a big change. All right. Anything else with that, Spirit? Okay. All right. So I got one more card for you. This is your fortune cookie card. Let's see what it says. It says, nature. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. Well, that's a nice message, especially as things start to get busier for you. More people in your life, more activity. Reconnecting with nature will take you back to that quiet space that I know that you still need sometimes. And that will keep you grounded. It will also keep you feeling grateful for what you have in your life and what you're manifesting and what you're bringing. They're also saying this is also a message about travel. So if you have been thinking about traveling, wondering where to go, trying to make some decisions, they're saying consider somewhere that takes you into nature in new ways. Possibly something you've never done before. And they're saying you don't have to give them examples. They know what that means. All right. All right. Sometimes I think they just get tired of hearing me talk. Well, group 3, that is all I have for you. By the way, my spirit guides they're like, it's all tongue-in-cheek. They're very funny. They're not actually criticizing me. They laugh at me constantly. So I laugh with them. So I hope you laugh with your spirit guides too, because it's just life. Everything is funny. Anywho, I hope you do get to travel a bunch. Let me know where you're going, because I always love some good travel ideas. And I'm going to wish you the best of luck, because everything is about to just fall in your lap and be amazing. So good for you. All right, group 3, thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.